Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while that I've done a video. I've just been so busy with baby and trying to get to know him. It's been a very interesting ride. Not interesting, more like amazing. The feeling of being a mother is so wonderful. It's hard to explain. Just seeing your baby smile and okay, well, I'll get to that part. So today's video is his 1 month update, and he is here. He's gonna maybe start getting a little fuzzy because it's gonna be time for him to eat. But uh, here's baby Emmanuel. Say hi, papas. And he is 2 months now, so this is his 1 month update of everything that I noticed him doing, or things that he was learning how to do in his 1 month. And we are filming outside today, so if you guys hear some noise, it's my neighbors, or the wind. It's such a beautiful day today. So Emmanuel will be in the video as long as he's not fuzzy, but he's a really good baby, so I believe he'll be totally okay. So in his first month, sleeping, first we'll start with sleeping. Sleeping, he's such a wonderful baby. He would wake up only 2 times, maybe 3 the max at night. He would wake up at 2 in the morning. So he has a bedtime. His bedtime is from 7:30 to 8:30. I don't like going past 8:30 because by then he's really like fuzzy that he's tired. Well, now he starts rubbing his eyes, but before he would get kind of like a little fuzzy that he was, trying to show me that he was tired, so that it was bedtime. So 7:30, 8:30 the max for his bedtime. He would wake up at 2 to feed, and then from 2 he would wake up till 4 in the morning, and then from there he would wake up every 2 hours. Sometimes 3 he would wake up. So if he would wake up at 4, he would wake up maybe 6 or 7, and from there he would wake up till like 9 or 8, and then he would be up maybe 30 minutes, an hour, and he would go back to sleep. And that during that time, that was my time where I could get up, get some things done. I would take a shower and I would put the baby monitor on him, and just to make sure that he's breathing and he's not crying or anything. At first though, those first couple of weeks, I would actually take him to my mom, and I would, while he was sleeping, I would take him to my mom, and she would watch him while I would take a shower, and then once I would get off the shower, I would get him back into my room, and he would be napping while I would be getting ready. So yeah, so he would only wake up 2 times or 3 times at night. Such a wonderful baby. And he would wake up and he would want to be eating while he was like laying down, so he would like eat and then he would fall back to sleep. So he did that for sleeping. Eating wise, he tends to eat every like hour and a half to 2 hours, and if we're out, then he'll tend to go longer. He'll wait till like 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, to sometimes 3, if we're out, do out grocery shopping or anything like that. But he tends to not wait as long, and I don't like waiting. I know the doctors would tell me, his pediatrician would tell me to try to go 2 hours to 3 hours, like he shouldn't be eating right away. But I don't want him to starve, so I wouldn't really, listen to her. I listen to his cues of when he would get hungry. So he also started laughing, like smiling. I talked to him a lot. Baby, it's your baby. Look at the camera, papas. I would talk to him a lot. I talk to him in Spanish and in English, but I tend to speak to him more in Spanish. I would want him to Spanish for him to be his first language. Um, and then my grandpa, his grandpa, my dad, and my mom speak to him in Spanish, and his other grandparents speak to him in Spanish as well and English, but my parents speak to him only Spanish. And obviously my nephew Jaden speaks to him in English, but hopefully he can get a hang of both languages. Let's see what else. So yeah, so he started smiling and actually laughing. Like he was laughing at 1 month. He was laughing. He was gooing a little. He does it more now, but he was gooing. I should wait for that for the 2 month update, right? But he was gooing. He was laughing, giggling when we talked to him. And what else? I went over the sleeping, eating wise. He's such a calm baby. Like he's not those babies that are like so fuzzy and stuff. I would take him out and he would be calm. He wouldn't cry or anything. Um, I I would take him like to school. I'm enrolled in school, but I'm not going to school right now. I took a break, but I had the opportunity to come watch how they did a Brazilian blowout because I am in cosmetology school. And I told him like you have to be quiet so mommy can learn, so mommy can be good at this. And he stayed quiet the entire time. He did not say anything. And that's how he is all day. Like when we go out, he's not a fussy baby at all. And I really am so grateful for that. Because it just makes it so much easier on me. And when he was a newborn, when we would take him out to his appointments and stuff, he would start crying. Oh, he's gonna get fuzzy. He's hungry now. So I'm gonna feed him while I talk to you guys. Oh, it's okay, papas. When he was a newborn and he would cry, I would get like stressed out because I don't know if that's the word, but I just wanted to hold him. Like I would be driving and my mom would be sitting in the back with him, and I just wanted the world to stop. I wanted I just wanted to stop the car. I wanted the world to stop. I wanted to hold my baby because he was crying. And after that I learned, not to, that when he's crying, it's nothing's wrong with him. He's just it was either I learned that it was either when he cries, it's either because he's hungry or he's hot or he's tired and he wants to go to sleep. So um, the way he falls asleep when he takes naps, he would take naps. He would take lots of naps in his 1 month. Throughout his 1 month, he would take maybe about, I would say maybe about 4 naps, and they would be long naps. Um, yeah, he would take long naps, four naps. But he was really good when we would go out to his appointments or take my mom to her appointments. He would be a really good baby. He would sleep throughout, and when we would get home, you would think that because he would sleep a lot, like take a lot of naps, even like late naps, that he wouldn't come home and be tired, but he did. He would come home, and when it was like that 7:30, 8:30 mark, he would I would take him a bath and I would give him his bottle and he would fall right back to sleep. And that was the best part, that I didn't have to struggle with trying to put him to sleep. Um, I tried breastfeeding, and that was my goal. My goal was to breastfeed him, but he had tongue tied. And at the hospital, I don't know if I went over this before, but at the hospital, my goal was to breastfeed him. That was always my goal when I would have a baby, I always wanted to breastfeed. And I wanted that bond, and not just for the bond, but I know that breast milk is so important for babies, and it has so much nutrients. So um, I would latch him on, and what I thought that he was receiving milk when he would be sucking, he wasn't really getting anything. And I made sure to get some lactationist, and they told me that he had tongue tied, so he couldn't latch on. He got used to the bottle, and when I would latch him on, he would get so mad. He would turn like purple, like how mad he was that he did not want to latch onto my breast, and that made me sad. That made me in the first month, I was kind of, I wouldn't say depressed, or maybe I had a little bit of the baby blues, but the main reason was because I wanted to breastfeed him, and I saw that he couldn't, and then it was so much, it was time consuming, and I felt like I just needed to care for him. Like, I needed to be with him. It's not that I didn't want my family to be with him. I just felt like when he would cry, or when he needed something, I needed to be there. And if I was doing, pumping, um, that took a lot of my time from away from him. And I'm a first time mom. I didn't know that it was okay for him to be away from me for 30 minutes. So I would pump and I would give it to him, and then one time I ate something. I don't know what I ate that made him really sick. So that scared me, and that made me even more sad, because I felt like it was my fault, and I felt like it was my fault that he got sick, and I had to take him to the hospital. And they said that it's something that I ate, that's why something that I ate he consumed. So that made me super sad. So I stopped pumping, and my milk dried out. So I started giving him formula, and he has not had, knock on wood, but he hasn't suffered from colic. I know a lot of babies tend to suffer from colic this early, and he hasn't. And a main reason I think why he hasn't suffered from colic is because he uses the Dr. Brown bottles. I've heard Dr. Brown bottles are really good for colic, and as well as the Avent, Avent bottles. And I bought him those. I bought him the Dr. Brown, but I also wanted to try those. So I bought him those. I bought him the newborn ones, and then I bought him like 3 of the 9-ounce ones. But those gave him colic, so he loves the Dr. Brown ones. So yeah, and he's eating right now, so he's probably gonna end up falling asleep. But in his 1 month, he was 20. So he was born 21 inches, 8.8 ounces of weight. Height, yeah, so 21 inches of height and 8.8 ounces in weight. And then in his first month, he got bigger, obviously. He went to 10, I think it was, or he doubled. So in his first month, he weighed, I think it was like 10. When we went to his checkup, his 1 month checkup, he was, I believe, 10 pounds and some ounces. And then in lengthwise, he was 22 inches. Yeah, so 22 inches. Yeah, and he also got baby acne in his first month. And the doctor told us that it was because of the heat. He has really sensitive skin, so the heat was causing him to have baby acne. And right now, so she gave us and then he had a lot of little red bumps on his head, and so that freaked me out. So I took him to the doctor, and she said that it was because of the heat. So when he's in the car seat and he sweats, his sweat gives him that like acne. So she gave us a shampoo, and that helped a lot. It went away, and his acne vanished. It all went away. But since it's been getting hotter and hotter, a little bit came back, and you can try to scoop up. You can kind of see. I don't know if you can see, but he has a little bit on his face right now. Um, but it just comes and goes. When we take him a bath, we take him a bath every day, and we make sure to put on shampoo on his face. It's like the shampoo, but we don't like literally like put it on his face. My mom gets like the leftover that she puts from his head, from his hair, onto his face, and we wash it off right away, just so it can get a little bit of the medicine onto his baby acne, and it goes away. And right now he's feeding 2.5 ounces. And at first, oh yes, so at first in his 1 month, he was having a lot of spit up, and it was because I was overfeeding him, which is my fault. But I just thought that, because he would cry, like once I would give him food, like his bottle, right away he would tend to look like he was hungry. So I was giving him 3 ounces, but he would spit up right away. And then the doctor told me that that's why, because I was overfeeding him. So I stopped. So I started giving him back to 2 ounces, and then from there I went up to 2.5, because he would suck his hand right away after. No, he would smack his lips, like he would kind of like do that kind of, but in the baby way, that he was showing me that he was hungry. So I started giving him 2.5 ounces, and that makes him happy, makes him satisfied. His eyes are still gray, but they have a little green in them and a little brown. So I think they're fighting if they want to be green or brown. But I think they're more green, because when I put him in the light, in the sun, his eyes look green. What else? What else? What else, Papas? What else do we have to update them on your 1 month? He's such a happy baby. Every time I talk to him, he smiles. When my mom talks to him, he smiles. He smiles a lot when everybody talks to him, but he smiles at me so much. And he reckoned at his 1 month, he started recognizing my face. He knew who his mama was. Are you done, Papas? Oh, you have a little bit more. Yeah, so he started spitting up, but then that got better. He doesn't do that. So now, for my postpartum, I gained 30 pounds. So I was 120 before my pre-pregnancy. I was 120, and I always been 120. And then I got to 153. The last days that they weighed me, I was 153. Oh my gosh, never thought I would get up that high. Not saying that it's a lot, but for me, because I'm really small, and my belly was huge. My belly was so big. I'm gonna see if I can get a picture. I might not have one, but my belly was so big. So then, here, Papa, it's okay. So now, so my first month, I had a lot of water weight, because my belly was so huge, and he wasn't that, like, he was, I don't think he was a big baby. I mean, he was more than average. I know the average is like 7 pounds and a couple ounces, and he was 8 pounds and 8 ounces. But it's not like he was a big baby. Like, he wasn't super chubby. Like, he was just super long. And my stomach was really big. So I think a lot of it had to do with having a lot of water, that had a lot of liquid in my stomach, that's the reason why it was so big. So I still weighed, my stomach was still there. And I started losing it like halfway into the month, I believe, or something. And I last time I weighed myself, it was 130. So I was still at the 130 point. I would go to my appointments, and I was like 130. And last time I checked, yesterday actually, I checked. No, 2 days ago I checked, and I was 126. But I told my mom, like, those 4 pounds that I lost, I'm gonna gain them back somehow. But I work out in the morning when he's sleeping, or whenever I have the chance to. But I try to do it. I tend to do it more early on in the morning. That I try to work out to get the baby pouch to go away. I still have stretch marks that I need to get rid of. But overall, I mean, I'm satisfied with, I understand that the reason why is because I have a baby, and I'm okay with that. I did get carpal tunnel. I don't know how. I don't know if I really do have carpal tunnel, but my hands get super numb and they hurt so bad at night. It happens more at night. So it's hard for me sometimes to even make him his bottles because my hands are so numb. So I'm going to the doctors to get results on what's going on. But for now, they gave me medicine and hopefully I get better. But Emmanuel is all that I care for. Emmanuel. I love how it sounds in Spanish more than in English. Emmanuel. God is with us. ¿Verdad, Emmanuel? God is with us. So, oh, sir. Okay, now it's all in my face. Hi, guys. Baby Emmanuel. Hi, papas. Actually, can you look at the camera, my baby? Can you look at the camera? Look at the camera. Can you say hi to YouTube? Can you say hi to the people? Oh, hello. Hello, my name is Emmanuel. Emmanuel. Hello. Is it you? Is it you? He smiles. Okay, guys, so that is our, ooh, careful. That is our 1 month update for Mama and baby Emmanuel, but most important, baby Emmanuel. All right, he's right here. We'll do an outfit of the day for Emmanuel. So he is wearing Levi's overalls. You can see that. And a red striped, white and red striped shirt from Carter's. And his little shoes. And his super cute smile that he always has. Alright guys, well I'm going to finish prepping him and we're going to go maybe go get some ice cream. Such a nice day out. I'll see you guys next time for a 2nd month update. Thank you for watching.